Hi everyone, my name is Pinrui, and today I'm gonna show you a really cool experiment that could turn this soda can into this one without touching it, but by using the power of nature. Without further ado, let's see how we can do this experiment even in your own house.
For this home experiment, we don't need to use a lot of those fancy physics equipments in the labs in your school. All we need is an empty soda can, a bowl of ice water, a pair of tongs, and a stove in the kitchen. After getting everything ready, we fill about 1/3 of the soda can with water. We don't need to fill it too full, just enough to get it heated up. And then we turn on the stove. This step is a bit dangerous because as everyone knows, the stove is really hot. So if your parents are at home, please do it with your parents. And then we shall wait and let the stove heat up the water, and after a while the water will be boiling inside the soda can, and we can see the water vapor is coming out of the opening. And at this moment, we are ready to do the next step. Now we hold the can firmly with our tongue and put it directly into the bowl of iced water. And at this time, if we take it out for a closer look, we can see that the deformation is actually huge compared to the original can. You can't really just apply a little bit of force and get it into that shape. You need to really crush it with a lot of force applied to it, and that's not some easy work to do. So why does the atmospheric pressure suddenly apply such a huge force to the can?
Now let's go back and take some time to think about why this would happen. When the water is boiling, the liquid phase of water transforms into the gaseous form. So 2/3 of this can is filled with water vapor molecules, which is different from the air molecules, which are mostly oxygen and nitrogen. And when we put the can upside down into the cold water, the water vapor is in contact with extremely cold environment, so it turns back into liquid form, like it condenses back into liquid water. But since the opening is sealed with water, there is no new air coming in, then the whole can is just made up of hot water and the condensed cold water that is coming from the previous water vapor. But there is a large volume that is not occupied by air molecules, and that is creating a lower pressure inside the can, while the atmospheric pressure is not changing. So in a sudden, the outer atmosphere will crush the can inward, creating the implosion we see.